The Pixel 10 Pro Fold takes durability on foldable phones to the next level with an IP68 rating against dust and water and a new gearless hinge. It also packs super bright displays, a faster Tensor G5 chip, and impressive AI features like Magic Q and Ask Photos. But while it's $200 less than the Galaxy Z Fold 7, it's not nearly as sleek. I have held the Pixel 10 Pro Fold, and Google's new foldable phone has some key advantages over the Galaxy Z Fold 7. These include a more durable design that's actually dust resistant and new AI tools that anticipate your needs, a bigger battery, and a more powerful zoom camera. The Pixel 10 Pro Fold is also $200 cheaper than the Galaxy Z Fold 7, but it falls behind Samsung in one major way. Could this be the best foldable phone yet? Here's my first impression of the Pixel 10 Pro Fold so far. The Pixel 10 Pro Fold is available for pre-orders now, but the release date is not until October 9. The starting price is $1,799 for 256 GB of storage and 16 GB of RAM. That's $200 less than the Galaxy Z Fold 7. If the Galaxy Z Fold 7 is the sleek sport car of foldables, the Pixel 10 Pro Fold is the beefy SUV. It's bigger but also tougher. The Pixel 10 Pro Fold sports a new gearless high-strength hinge that Google says is good for 10 years of folding. And unlike the Z Fold 7, the Pixel 10 Pro Fold is IP68 rated, which means it's both water and dust resistant. Samsung's phone can only repel water and can't promise protection against finer dust particles. In other words, you can bring the Pixel 10 Pro Fold to the beach and presumably not have to worry. The bad news is that Google's foldable is nowhere near as sleek or portable as Samsung's. The Pixel 10 Pro Fold measures 10.8mm thick when folded compared to just 8.9mm for the Galaxy Z Fold 7, and when unfolded, Samsung wins too. It's 4.2mm compared to 5.2mm for the Pixel 10 Pro Fold. At 9.1 ounces, the Pixel 10 Pro folds with the same Google's last model, which is not great considering the Z Fold 7 is much lighter, 7.5 ounces. At least the colors look nice. You can take your pick from Moonstone and Jade, and I much prefer the Moonstone model, which is slate blue. The outer display on the Pixel 10 Pro Fold is now slightly bigger at 6.4 inches, up from 6.3 inches on the Pixel 9 Pro Fold, and you still get a massive 8-inch main display when you unfold the phone. Samsung gives you an even bigger 6.5-inch cover screen with the same size panel on the inside. Both Pixel Fold screens are brighter now too, as they are both rated for 3000 nits of peak brightness versus 2600 nits for the Galaxy Z Fold 7. The Tron Ares trailer looked very immersive on the Pixel 10 Pro Fold's big screen, although the crease is still visible where the phone unfolds, and I'm not a fan of the blackbirds above the below the action, though that's true for other foldables as well. Multitasking is super simple with the split screen feature on the Pixel 10 Pro Fold, letting you run two apps at once side by side, and you can easily resize the windows, but the Galaxy Z Fold 7 can run 3 apps simultaneously. You still get a desktop mode for using the Pixel 10 Pro Fold like a laptop, with the content up top and controls down below. It's a bit of a bummer that the Pixel 10 Pro Fold sticks with the exact same camera hardware as the Pixel 9 Pro Fold, especially since Samsung now offers a 200 megapixel main shooter on its premium foldable. You get the same 48 megapixel wide camera on the Pixel along with 10.5 megapixel ultra wide and 10.8 megapixel telephoto lenses. That said, the 5x optical zoom on the Pixel 10 Pro Fold's telephoto cameras beats the 3x zoom on the Z Fold 7. I really like the Google's new instant view feature, which makes it easy to see the photos you have just taken on the left side of the screen, so you can see on the spot if you got the right shot. As with the previous Pixel Fold, there's a rear camera selfie mode, so you can use the main camera to take selfies, and there's a new made you look animation to get your kids to smile. There's a 10 megapixel camera for the cover display and 10 megapixel camera with punch hole on the main display. Stay tuned for our testing to see how the Pixel 10 Pro Fold stacks up against the best camera phones. If there is one area the Pixel 10 Pro beats Samsung, it's AI, and it starts with a very handy Magic Cube feature that's available across all the Pixel 10 phones. Say you are calling a restaurant or airline to change your dinner time or flight, the Pixel 10 Pro Fold is smart enough to pull up your reservation information right on the call screen. Or if you are in the message app, you'll see a button to show your calendar if you get asked whether you are free tomorrow, and you can pull it up without leaving the app. Magic Cube is super smart. I'm really impressed by the Ask Photos feature, which lets you make edits to pictures just by telling your photos what you want to see changed. So you could type or talk into the Pixel 10 Pro Fold that you want to remove the reflections from an image, or you could remove a person from a photo just by tapping it in. The AI then does the work for you. If you want to get the best shot right out of the gate, the camera's coach, which you can access right from within the camera app, it analyzes the frame and gives you tips for getting the best possible image. And if you are talking a group shot, Auto-based Take will automatically pick the best looking faces and apply them to your image while still making it look natural. It's freakishly good. Similar to Samsung's Now Brief, Google offers a daily hub that summarizes your day for you, including your appointments, reminders, weather, and more. If you want to freak people out, try the improved Live Translate feature. The Pixel 10 Pro will let you speak another language, sampling your own voice. Pixel phones have sluggish compared to the competition up until now, but that should change with the new Tensor G5 chip in the Pixel 10 series, which gets paired with 16GB of RAM. This 3nm chip from TSMC has a 34% faster CPU and 60% faster TPU for AI tasks. The initial leaked Pixel 10 Pro benchmarks don't paint the best picture, but we'll see how this phone performs in our own testing. In fact, Google says the Tensor G5 offers the most advanced on-device AI capabilities yet, including VO3 video generation, but we'll have to see how it measures up to the Z Fold 7's Snapdragon 8 Elite chip in our testing. One area where Google pulls ahead in the size of the battery, you get a 5015 mAh battery on the Pixel 10 Pro Fold compared to 4400 for the Z Fold 7. So at least on the paper, Google's foldable should last longer on a charge. For context, the Galaxy Z Fold 7 lasted 10 hours and 55 minutes on our battery test, which is just around average for a phone. In terms of charging, Google offers 15-watt QI2 charging with new PixelSnap accessories. Samsung's phone supports QI2 only if you use a case because there is no built-in magnets like ones featured on the Pixel 10 Fold. If you go the wired charging route, you can get 50% charge in 30 minutes with a 30-watt charger, Google says.